Welcome, Libra Scorpio, to your August 6th through the 13th reading. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you. Okay, getting through this summer. Let's see how it is. Those of you in Australia, yes, it is winter, so keeping yourselves warm. Others of us are keeping ourselves cold as possible. Okay, let's see what's going on. Best message coming out. Ooh. I'm feeling a little lack of stability right now, but Spirit is talking about keeping that self-discipline going. Let's see what's going on. New ideas coming out, fresh new ideas. Like that. Going after your personal goals. Fears of the unknown, fear of change. So it does feel like a lot of you are having some kind of a lack of stability at this time. It could be something successful that you were trying to get to, that feels like it's not going the way you wanted it to go, my friends. There's a little bit of a lack of direction on how to control this situation, get it back to going to the speed that you want it to go on, or just the direction itself. But you do definitely have this curious piece within you that is definitely talking about, this is where you feel like you have this kind of a restless mental energy going on around you, because you really want to learn how to get to where it is you really want to go, really going after these personal goals. It could be that you're also kind of playing it safe at this time, kind of putting yourself into a protective mode over here. Having the star coming out, manifesting, waiting for that manifestation to come in. It's telling you that it is now time to take some real action when it comes to your goals. The star over here is also about keeping calm and having faith when it does come to your goals, and really wanting those goals to come true and come through. But it just feels like there's now this time where you really, you need to take some really good, passionate action going on. A lot of action going on over here. Feeling a little more self-confident about the situation and really getting clear about how is it that I'm going to get this. Look at this. It's like, how am I going to really get to where it is I really, truly need to be to get this back, on top. Getting myself back on top. Getting myself back to where I need to be. Some of you might even need a little bit of healing and comforting. And that's a good time also to do so. Right? Let's see what we got going on over here. I'm going to clarify a little bit with these cards just for a second on the overall of each. Just for the side over here. Yeah, I was talking about the bad health. It's just the bad health over here is literally talking about the stress, the anxiety of the situation, putting yourself into this area of your life where you feel like, everything's kind of a little stressed out right now. So guys, make sure that you are, really resting. It's talking about taking the high road, definitely wanting to get your wheels going back to the direction that you need to go to. It does look like you will get yourself back onto that high road. Okay, so let's clarify over here on the self-discipline. Really feeling like you are self-disciplined, really needing this knowledge for where is it that I want to go. Absolutely. Could have had some kind of painful ending, and that could be what was causing the collapse of the maybe feeling like you were sorted, feeling like you were down, that you were defeated within the situation. Things did not go the way I wanted them to go. So this is where I was lacking the success, whether it was in a relationship or money or a job. However it is, but it does talk about over here with the Page of Swords, getting back to my wish coming true, getting back to where I'm feeling satisfied about the situation. So there is definitely you seeking some kind of personal closure also within the situation. If this is a relationship of some kind, you could feel like there was no closure. Maybe it just kind of just ended, and I didn't get to say what I wanted to say. I didn't get to, you know, if you're moving, you know, it could have just been like they, you know, my renter sold the house from underneath me and I didn't get to move my boxes. I didn't get to get everything that I needed. There was no real closure, right, to the situation. Um, and so it does feel like whatever it was causing some kind of emotional weight that you've been carrying around with this Ten of Swords that feels like, yeah, you've kind of out, you know, but you're trying to outgrow this situation with the Star card. You're trying to heal from this situation to get yourself back to where the direction is you need to go since you have some lack of direction. It's time about releasing and shedding out the old so that you can heal. So remain calm. There's a purpose for everything in life. And a lot of times it does move us towards the manifestation that we're really looking for, the place in life that is more destined for us to be, as he has the infinity sign over his head, right? And the star over here talking about soul purpose. So the soul purpose, right, can become the clarity. You'll start realizing what it is. When it comes to a job or something like this, you might feel like you lost out on something. Maybe that whatever it was that you were going through, some kind of project or something, maybe it fell through. So maybe now you need to become more creative, take more action in that situation. Definitely talking about needing more self-confidence over here so that you can find what it is you're really looking for. Do not allow that to just weigh you down, right? With the energy, if you're finding this inspired action. And I do see, guys, you know, by this time, right, you're definitely going to, within the next few days, a week, however it is, you are definitely going to really feel the energy of being inspired, really releasing that baggage, feeling like now you have the closure that you need just by your intuition, just by, right, really thinking deep about, yes, by thinking deep about the situation. You could even say, you know what, maybe they came back and they made the breakthrough. They came to tell me exactly what I wanted to hear because they did leave with no closure. This didn't have the closure that it needed, right? So now you can feel like you can actually feel like you have more wisdom and feel more bonded to the situation. It just feels like there was something that was more traditional that you thought that they should have done. It would have been more traditional, you know, and more comforting, right? And I would have trusted in the situation more if you would have made closure to the situation instead of it just ending the way it ended. But I do feel like through your intuition is really, with the Hierophant over here, you getting the closure and the understanding more from yourself as you are kind of permitting yourself down, right? As you are trying to kind of introverted. With the Queen of Wands over here, it's talking about being introverted, right? It's talking about this is where I'm going to kind of take a step back and kind of look and see what is going on within the situation. Really, you know, digging deep to say, yeah, that's how that went. That's how that was going to go, right? So let's see what's coming towards you. I'm going to use the cards over here, getting some gateway light activation cards over here and see why, why, what, and what is the purpose here. Yep. So you have the light codes over here that is talking about the future thinking of the situation, right? This is where you really start thinking about what your future is and where it really can hold some power, really recalling your power, you guys. And that's, you know what, that's exactly the, you know, that high honor. That's like honoring the high road. I know where I'm going. I know where I can be. And I'm recalling my power. So it's definitely once you kind of figure out what's going on within the situation with the Hierophant for the closure of the situation, you're definitely going to be taking your power back, right? Okay, so any other cards, please? Give us at least 2 more cards, Spirit. Yeah, fulfilling soul contracts. Remembering who you are. And that's exactly what it's going to be. When you're recalling your power, you're going to be remembering, who am I? What was the whole reason for this situation? Everything in our life happens for a purpose. Everything in our life happens for a reason. And maybe it was just that wasn't good for you, right? Yeah, because you have karmic release. Maybe you were just releasing some karmic when it comes to whatever contract this was, whatever situation. This job is not paying me enough. I need to figure out who I am because I know I'm worth more than that. And that's really what it feels like in this situation. The purpose to this whole thing was I'm worth more. I just don't really see it right now because maybe I've been in this relationship a long time and I have to release it. I've been in this job a long time. Um, However, whatever it was that sorted you, whether it was a platonic relationship of friendship or it was a relationship of love, marriage, however it is, it just feels like there it is, healing the lineage, the boundaries, right? Doing everything that you need, cutting the cords, the sword of light, breaking through the energy, cords being cut. Yes, definitely cords being cut over here. And that's where I feel like you just got stuck feeling like, oh my God, this all just ended. And I didn't feel like this was completed. Huh, right? How did that all happen? Why did that all happen? The more you start thinking about it, you start thinking, okay, you know what? I'm having breakthroughs over here. And as you're having breakthroughs, you're going to start noticing that you're having better things happening. As you're releasing this karmic release of whatever this situation is, you're going to feel your feelings are going to be this kind of a big time rush over here, right? Because then all of a sudden you're going to get this rush of emotions. You're going to get this rush of this intuition, this gut feeling, feeling like you don't have boundaries anymore, feeling like everything is coming back together. Now you have the King of Pentacles. Whoa, you're going to feel more wealthy, more like you're in the leadership area. You are going to feel more disciplined. Remember, you had lack of discipline, lack of direction, feeling like I need to become more disciplined within the situation. Why is this happening? Why is this fleeting? Why did this success in this situation actually happen to me? Everybody knows their situation. I'm not going to go 100% deep in what it is because everybody's is a little bit different. You know where you feel like you're being cut out. You know where you feel like you got sorted in the back, right? I mean, as soon as I say it, I can say what mine is and you can say what yours is, and they don't have to be the same because we all know that they're a little different. But this is where you actually feel like you become the emperor. So not only do you feel like the King of Pentacles, where you feel like you're disciplined and you're back on track in leadership, you are definitely in leadership mode. This is where you feel like you have your stability and you're more focused on what's more practical, because you could say, you know what, maybe this was not practical for a while and I knew it. Maybe I needed a way out. I just, just stood around and did whatever, but now I can fulfill my soul contract. And we see that with the Star card as well, with the Hierophant, definitely with the Magician as well. So it's like, you know what, now I don't have to feel like I'm doing my last stand anymore. Maybe I did have boundaries up. Maybe I can say, because this is about boundaries, and the astral realm card over here is about boundaries, karmic release, healing the lineage. So sometimes what we think is not good, that really hurts really bad, Spirit is saying, I moved you out of that. There was no closure because I just pulled you right out of the situation, whether you got fired or they left you or however it was, but I did it on purpose. This is purposely done. This is divinely purposely done. They did it, the Spirit did it to you on purpose. Left you in confusion, right? But they left you in confusion so that you could get back to where you need to be, so you could get back on track, so you could feel like you're more ambitious in life, not feeling like you're stuck, not feeling like, you know what, this is, I don't know, you know what I mean? Every day I don't really have the passion to go to work, but yet I do it anyways. But then when they take it away from you, you're like, oh my God, my whole world just ended. You see what I'm saying? But now you're going to feel like you are driven to succeed. You are going to feel like I said before, like you are in a big time rush over here. And this was because you were carrying all of this weight and outgrew this in actuality. That's what the soul purpose is. Your soul saying you've outgrown this. This is why you feel tired all the time. This is why you feel down all the time. Something within yourself says you need a change. You knew you were stuck somehow or another, but it's so crazy. We could feel this way, but as soon as it's taken away from us, we feel all the grievance. We feel all the sadness. We feel like, oh my God, my whole world just collapsed. But in actuality, it didn't. If anything, it was yep, there it is, destiny. Thank you. If anything, it was your good luck. It was your karmic life cycle. It was time for the change. This was your destiny. This was your turning point. It was sorry you guys, it was unpredictable and inevitable to happen. Spirit did it unpredictably so that you didn't fight against it. When things are inevitable, that means you don't have control over the situation. It was meant to be. And this one was actually meant to be for your highest good. They're like, well, you know what? You've done everything you were supposed to do. Guys, for a lot of you, you were putting way in more than you were getting out of the situation. Okay? You know it. That's why you were down. Your energy's low. Right? But now your energy's high. And now you can feel like, you know what? Instead of having all the ups and downs and outs and all of this, now I can feel like I'm actually where I'm supposed to be. I don't feel out in the cold anymore about the situation, or you know what, I don't want to face the day. You gotta love that song, because that song really talks about when we're in a low energy place, we know we have to go there to make the job, but we have no passion to be there. I don't want to face the day. Now you're going to feel like, you know what, I feel wonderful. I feel rejuvenated. I'm ready to rock and roll. I feel ambitious about life. And I want to face the day. I feel alive again. Wow. Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful, you guys. Okay, so this is the new start and the new beginning that you need, for this life cycle for yourself. Okay, and yes, this is a huge transformation. It was let go. So you might as well just let it go. It's almost like this was the ending to the new beginning that was unpredictable. It was unpredictable, unforeseen. It was a transition that had to come to an end. It was inevitable. Faith that the universe said, I don't want you there no more. You've learned what you needed to learn. Let's get you out of this karmic cycle. Let's get you out of here. Okay? So you can live life to the fullest. So you can live life the way you want to live life. Okay? There's nothing here left. You're like the death guy here. You're like an empty shell. So if the skeleton is what lasts the longest within life, then you know what? Let's start rebuilding. And that's exactly what it is. Rebuilding yourself, your self-esteem, your emotional state, your life. Feeling like you're connecting to yourself again. This will bring in new ideas, new opportunities, new love, new things that you need. Not having to carry all that weight of the world. Take time to tune into your body and recognize the messages it's trying to send you. I'm telling you, it's because a lot of you were very tired. You're carrying way too much weight. If you're always in a challenge mode and you feel like you're always in competition, you feel like everything's going this way and this is how I maintain control, that is not a way. Seven of Wands is not a good way to maintain control. And feeling like you're in the Nine of Wands is not a good way to live life either, because that means you're only walking. You have 8 Wands behind you and you're trying to hold on tight to this Ace of Wands for this new fresh start. And that's just where you're like at your last stand. You're ready to, you know what I'm saying? You're weary, but you're still resilient. You're still going strong. Still putting up your boundaries. Still guarding yourself with the Seven of Wands. Spirit says this is not it. This is not it. Your day of dawn is coming. The dawning of a new day. Begin to see yourself as a spiritual being having an earthly experience of growth and transformation. Once you understand that, then you'll understand why karma and dharma exist. Then you'll understand all of everything that's going on, why you were pulled out of one area of your life and pushed into another area of your life. We see this through life, though. So if you actually went back through your life from childhood to this area, you realize it's not the first time you've actually been pushed out of one area into another. Right? Take responsibility for every thought and feeling. It can affect the whole universe, absolutely, and yourself. Just learn and grow from the wisdom of your feelings by allowing yourself to befriend rather than deny them. Absolutely. Just allow it to go with the flow. Because like I said, once you realize what's really going on and you're letting go of the emotional weight that you've been carrying for all this time, and you start shedding all of this, past stuff that's going on, you will feel more ambitious. You will become the Knight of Swords. You will see your passion come to light. Okay? And you will have the gratitude for life itself. Because you have mastered yourself to step up and realize what is really, truly going on. Oh, so I wasn't really, truly, okay, I was sad. I had 10 of Swords, but now I see why. I get it. And you were probably in test mode for a while. before this all happened. You probably even felt like you were in a test mode. Maybe before this all happened, you were like, oh my God, I feel like my life's a test. Oh shit, now I have 10 of swords. Oh my God, my whole world fell apart. Why? So that the good Lord can give you something better. It's not always what we see. We can't always just see it as, oh my gosh, the universe hates me and just threw me out into the cold. No. If anything, he's taking you out of the cold to throw you something beautiful. You have to think of it this way. He's throwing me out in the cold. Really? Because last time I remember, you were already in the cold. He's not throwing you that way. He's throwing you into something that's justified. He's throwing you into something that is beautiful, something that is balanced, something that is better for you. If this is making the best judgment calls, making the best justice for you, making sure that you are healthy and happy. Yeah, this is for your own good, and it is. It's getting a better occupation, getting new love. Yeah, there it is. Getting new love, getting people surrounded by you who love you. Getting you into the change of where you feel like you can feel like yourself again. And yes, it was very unexpected. Absolutely, because it threw you for a loop. It will throw you for a loop. And it did. And if you have new love coming in, let's just look at the love parts really fast. Because a lot of you with the Hierophant here, I'm just going to say, could be love. Maybe you just lost and you don't understand. Why? Why, Spirit? Because it was worth waiting for. Okay? Because it was worth waiting for. So stay optimistic about your love life, right? You have something coming in that's getting to know each other. Something that's bigger. Something that is better. Something that is better for you. No more deception. No more having to heal family issues every time you turn around. It's like we just healed them and then we got to go and do it again. Right? And it's like a back and forth. So it's like Spirit's saying, I'm freeing yourself for something better for you. Something that you are more attracted to. Something that attracts you. Law of attraction. When you learn to let go, right, of all of this situation, you are going to attract things that love you. And that's the whole point. Okay? So just trust in the universe and trust in the faith of what's going on. Okay, don't be so scared of the situation, because if you actually do, guys, look back into your life, you'll realize this has happened before in different scenarios. But we always see it as bad luck. But is it really bad luck? Or did it actually push you? Now, remember where you had bad luck and then all of a sudden you came into something beautiful, something that was satisfying, something that made you feel content. So it pushed you out of one bad situation to put you right back into a good situation. Then that situation plays itself out. It outgrows itself. Not all situations do, but some do. And then it'll take you from that situation and put you somewhere else, especially when you start feeling burned out and you're done. And you know you're done, but you're like holding on by like threads of a sweater, and you're like, but I'm going to still wear this sweater, but it's holding on by 4 threads on my arm. These 4 threads, it's okay though. That sleeve's it's good. Don't worry. It's not good. It's not good. Right? So the universe is like, it's not good. I'm throwing the sweater away. And then you cry. Where's my sweater? But then all of a sudden you get this beautiful new sweater. Maybe it's cashmere, right? Silk, something, whatever. Ooh, cashmere. Ooh, everybody loves that. So soft, so beautiful. And you're like, I don't know where this came from. Think about that, my friends. It's a hard concept to understand, and when I first learned it, I don't think I denied it. I think it just took me a while to really perceive the concept. And I didn't learn it on my own. My grandma actually told me that. She was like, listen here. You know what I mean? You know how grandmas are. They're like, listen here. This is the reason. Okay. And yeah, but once you actually get it, then you're just like, oh my gosh. It's not that my whole world was ruined. It was thrown that way so that I could be reborn again. Wow. Mind blown. Until next time, my friends. Peace and love. Bye-bye. Yeah. Yeah, it's time to recharge. Yeah, for a lot of you, it's just hits the Shambhala initiations. It's just you know, retreating to recharge. And that's what I was talking about. If you guys are celebs in the spotlight, that's definitely for you, right? Just really trusting in the process and just really getting some you time. I just, you know what, I just never felt like I was going to do that. For the majority of all of you others, it's a time for progress, technology. I needed this job. I need this new love. I need to redo everything around me. Right? And a lot of you could even be recharging as well, recharging from an old job to a new job, getting this time away. But it's also getting your victory. So no matter what it is, it's you getting your victory one way or another. Right? And feeling like you're active in that area of your life. Really feeling like you're grounded over here with the Earth Star activation. This is where you're anchoring yourself, feeling grounded, and your energy level is way higher. And that's because you're no longer in the Five of Pentacles, feeling like this was never going to happen for you, whatever it was for you, whatever this message is that you have been waiting for. Everybody knows, everybody's story is different. Some of you, it's a wealthy man. Like I said, some of you could be this wealthy person, this celebrity. Some of you are getting a gift of a wealthy person. Maybe you've been waiting for this wealthy person to come in. Maybe you've been waiting for them to come and talk to you. And it doesn't have to be for love reasons. Maybe it's because, you know what, I'm putting this book together and I need this producer or this publisher and this wealthy person to come in and offer me this opportunity to do so. For others of you, it could be a wealthy man that for love, right? But however it is, they could be well known in the community. You could be well known in the community, or they're going to make you well known in the community. So let's always keep it that way. Okay, it doesn't have to mean that you're going to marry a wealthy man. You might be waiting for this wealthy publisher to come in so that you can get your book off the ground, right? Right? But they were concerned about the situation, and it feels like that's the reason why it took them so long to make this offer, right? To make this message to you, you know, or to fly into you. Maybe they had other things that are going on, right? But there was kind of this concern, like, I wonder if I should write them. I wonder what I should do. Okay. So let's see what's going on. Getting the best message here for your daily affirmations. Beautiful. You have a gift coming in, my friends, right? Something that's either going to make you wealthy from a wealthy person, you know, and it's really going to help you a lot. Master the steps that you are on, Spirit says, okay? And make clear, calm thinking your goal. Very beautiful message. Okay, until next time, my friends. Peace and love. Bye-bye.